Day 155. That's 12 getting ready over there. She's surrounded by campers. It's really, really silent here. So I'm just quite certain we woke everybody up. Is what it is. Okay, we gotta take a blue blaze straight up a hill. Then we're at the top of it for a minute. Oh, that was loud. Oh, yeah. Everybody hates us. And we're off. That says the AT's only a half mile. That's nice. It's going to be a really steep half mile, but hell, it's only a half mile. It is so silent. I mean, at least there's crickets, but yeah, it's silent. Oh, this is pretty damn steep. Huge boulder in front of us. So big we didn't even notice it. Now, everybody who does the AT proper, purists and whatnot, they have to go up the mountain and then down this thing because it's illegal to camp everywhere except where we were at. Oh, man. So they would have had to come down this only to go back up it because this is still the blue blaze. Oh, that's some steep shit right there. I don't like it. That just makes me leery. Back to two hands. It didn't last very long, but it got super steep, like up in the Wildcats kind of steep, and it was all muddy and whatnot. And normally I'm not overly stressed about my lack of tread, but it got the better of me. I found myself using my hands on rocks and whatnot. I mean, they were right in my face. I didn't have to bend over far to touch them, but I felt more secure holding on to rocks than I did my poles. I was kind of scared. But it leveled out pretty quick. So silent. You can just see where the sun's glow is going. Little pink on the horizon. Came upon an open field with one lonely deer off in the distance. Behold the...
Is that an owl?
Yeah, I don't know.
Eating something?
Try again. Behold the giant's thumb. Ta-da! We're just about 3 miles from our next resupply point. Grocery store opens at 7. It's 5:30 now. Gives us plenty of time. You can see the humidity down there, like a little cloud. There's a few of those around. It's so humid. It just started to sprinkle. Today's gonna be a dreary day. Today's the day we get the storms from the hurricane or the tropical depression or whatever it is. Today and tomorrow. We also get a new member of our crew for a good 5 days. Good day to start. But if we just suffer through this, it's gonna be gorgeous on the other side. Lovely steep downhill. Oh man, you can see all the switchbacks. And a random tube. Ooh. Well, check this out. You don't get this very often. Handrail and whatnot. Wooden stairs. Where are we? It's like being at the mall. Some big steps. Yep. Super easy, smooth. Okay, almost to Salisbury. Oh, I see a house. We are on the edges of town. So we're supposed to turn down that road. That's the AT right there. But the town is down this way. And that's where we resupply, hopefully, some breakfast. And we pick up our third partner. Third wheel. Does that mean? I don't know yet. I got nothing against her. I'm sure she'll be fine. No dead babies? Murder, regret. Alright. You're bringing me down, man. Oh, never mind. And I understand why it's all angry and scary stuff. Yeah. Dead babies! Dead babies! People. And here we are in beautiful downtown Salisbury. I was hoping to see a convenience store or something. It's a rather expensive resupply. I only got 2 days worth and it cost me $50. But I did get 2 breakfast sandwiches, so you know, it does kind of fit into there. And I got some yogurts, you know, and some semi-healthy stuff. I mean, this is pure sugar, but you know, I pretend it's good. She brought some fruit. That's why I got that, because I'm gonna put some fruit in the cup and put that. I got 2 of them. Put them on top there. You know, good old honey buns, some coffee, all the essentials. Swiss Miss, because I don't like my coffee without cocoa in it. I mean, I'll drink it, but I'm no Neanderthal. Come on. So we needed a place for 12's friend's name is Tova. We needed a place to park Tova's car. So there happens to be a guy in town, and his grandma used to let hikers stay here, but she recently passed, so he's trying to figure things out. But he's gonna let us park the car here. Happened to have a hiker box that had fuel in it, and I needed that real bad. There's a lot of it in there, so I'm gonna be leaving full. They happen to have 1 pair of shoes in there that happen to be about my size. They're a little small. My toe is right on the end there, but they have tread, so I feel more confident and more padding now that we're out of the rocks. So we're gonna sit here and wait. I've already had a cup of coffee. 12's doing some patchwork on her tent because she was leaking a bit last night. And we got some storms rolling in, so this is the time to do it. So we're still waiting on Tova. She should be here any minute. She texted about an hour ago saying she'd be here in about an hour. But I appreciate this place being here. Everybody was friendly, very accommodating, let us use their power outlets and bathroom and stuff. Hopefully it just sprinkles or even stops would be nice. But nah, we'll wait for that tropical storm to make its way through. If it's even that, it's probably been downgraded again to just a storm. I don't know. I haven't really been watching the weather news. I got a cool radar app now, and I just see if a bunch of clouds are coming my way, and I just assume it's going to rain when they are. I don't trust the weatherman. He's looking at the same thing I am, drawing the same conclusions. He just got an education. And we're Now with my new cool radar app, way better than having a weatherman, I see that I am in the middle of a small cell, but it's moving very slowly. But it looks like it's just going to drizzle pretty good for, I'm guessing at the speed it was going, maybe an hour or so. But it should be short-lived. There didn't seem to be anything behind it. This isn't necessarily associated with, what's its name, Debbie. Very rich people are buried here. Scoville. They died by hot sauce. So we have 12's friend Tova in tow. Tova is an interesting name. It means good in Hebrew. And I only know that because the first time I did this trail, I dated a girl named Wildflower, and her real name was Tova. Alright, so the short-term goal is to make it to a shelter about 4 miles up, and then assess from there. Probably just stay there, and then wake up tomorrow, hike in the rain all day. And tomorrow's supposed to be the bad day, though. Let's see how it is with a bad night. We did get warnings on our phones from the AMC or the ATC telling us to, watch out, severe flooding, get the hell off the trail, kind of thing. And that's the first time we've ever gotten like a notice from them like that. Well, as far as I know. So it could be an interesting couple of days. If you live, you call it adventure. Okay, after a short little walk, we are back on trail. Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna go pee on a tree real quick, though. I'm fairly certain I pooped there. I do remember a privy right off of a parking lot. Not many of these. As you can tell by the sound, we got pretty good drizzle going on. But I've been all wrapped in plastic, minus my legs. I've got nothing. Well, I do. I could take my ground cloth that I use and wrap it around myself. Footprint, that was what I was looking for. And wrap it around myself, use my belt, and make this really long, or whatever length I want, I guess, skirt. But it's inconvenient to hike in. Not that I've really done it for long, but I did it for a little bit, and I didn't really like it. I was like, I'll just let my legs get wet. It's not freezing out, so it's not that big of a deal. Just a little uncomfortable while it's happening, but once you're wet, you're cool. Literally. My steps feel so much more confident up and down these rocks with my new shoes. I feel really lucky that there was one pair in my size in the whole place. What are the odds? But it keeps happening. So I guess the odds are pretty good. But I really appreciate it working out the way it did. This is an interesting day. Good first day for her. Tomorrow will be a little worse. And everything gets way better after that. Makes for a better story that way. You gotta suffer a little bit. Can you have an adventure without suffering a bit? At least mental anguish, at the very least. It's definitely coming down, not hard. I'm hoping this is the tail end of the storm. I have found that edges of the storm seem to rain the hardest. Maybe that's just anecdotal evidence. I'm no meteorologist. It's what I believe. About a couple miles from the shelter, or no, I think we're about a mile from the shelter at this point. And we'll assess from there. I assume that's where we're staying because I don't like walking in the rain. I don't know about y'all. Up this trail lies Lion's Head, but there's a blue blaze around it. Oh yeah, you come out here and climb this shit. But I do have new shoes-ish, so I am feeling pretty good at her. I trust my feet right now. As for this morning, I was legit sketched out, using my hands to walk. I was bent over just a bit because it was steep, but clinging to rocks. I knew I was scared. I'd be way more confident on these wet rocks right now, but since I have the option to not do them, that's what I'm taking. I did it the hard way every way last time, and well, let's not repeat these mistakes. My hiking has evolved over the years. When I get out of the green tunnel, it's just a super light mist coming down. Is that a lot of water I'm hearing? Or is it raining hard down there? Ooh, a little slick. I stopped raining for a little while. Here is Camp Crawler. I set it up in the brief time there was not rain. And I just took piece by piece out here. It was rather pleasant. I wanted to hang out in there and have a little slumber party with everybody because Kula is in there. Came around the corner and I saw him sitting in there sad and lonely. At first I was like, fuck, there's somebody in there. But it was Kula, so great, But, since I sleep in a hammock, and hammocks are way more comfortable than any shelter could ever be, this is where I'm going to be. Oh, it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, and, I don't know. We'll figure out what we're going to do. Probably just walk to the next shelter, or the shelter after that, or something, and hide there for the rest of the day. Who needs to make miles? We'll make a couple. But when it's supposed to get bad, I'm sure we're hunkered down somewhere. It's kind of how I roll.